Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoffs. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Golden Eagles have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the run, it's Connors. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Let's talk for a second about Houston. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of hype.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Quickly out to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. Vince continues to fight for yards. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. Third and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Open spaces. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's McDonald. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Still running at the 35.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's James. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder than penetrating through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Houston 7, Boston College 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll make the stop, but the change will move. It's a first down for Houston.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cougars!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Boston College 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one.
He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Boston College.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Shoots it to the left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Back to throw, it's James. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
The This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, still looking. Uncorks one to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McDonald.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's McDonald. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's James. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Boston College.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Boston College, 21. Houston, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. It's a running room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's James. Grab near the marker. It's Franklin. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Boston College offense has it working. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Golden Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Third and a little less than a yard to try to get some breathing room. He breaks a tackle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will give them the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over the Stallions. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Grab near the marker, it's York. Still on his feet at the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try it again on second and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Eagles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
This should be the last play of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Boston College, 28. Houston, 21.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Caught on the outside, it's Thomas. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
When on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Throwing on the run. It's a big stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Big fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. receives it with the back. Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back to throw, it's James. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Franklin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off to Jones. Turning on the Jets. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give from the gun. Touchdown, Boston College! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it.
And it's so great to see the resiliency of this defense because they've been on the field now for a few minutes, right? This offense has been churning play after play after play, and they're getting yards, but the defense never quit. They were able to get to the ball, force the turnover, get possession, and now they get a much-deserved rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Still running at the 40. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air, it's Wegman. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now improvising. Find some fresh air. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Buys a little time with his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense changing the play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And now I'm just saying one more stop. Come on, guys. We know they're passing the football. We know they got to get to the end zone for them to beat us. We are not going to let that happen. We're going to play deep to shallow, tackle them in bounds. This ball game's over. One more play for this defense.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.